Using a gift converter is a quick and easy way to create quiz questions that can be exported to a gift file and then later imported into your Netschool course. What I'm using is just a macro-enabled Word document. A macro is just a short program that does a set task. It's basically just a shortcut. Up in the ribbon you can see that I've already selected add-ins, and this is where your quiz choices are going to be located. It's going to default first to a multiple choice question. You can always change that out to a true or false or matching, but I'm just going to leave it for time's sake. So you go ahead and enter your question, and then for the multiple choice, when I hit the enter button on my keyboard, it's going to give me the answer choice option. So I'm going to put some answers in, and you'll notice that all the answer choices default to red. That means they are wrong answers. To make the correct answer activated as the correct choice, you'll highlight it and then choose true false at the top, and you'll notice that it's green. So now I have designated 4 as the correct answer to this multiple choice question. Next, I'm going to add a true statement. That's all you have to do. You put in a true statement. It's automatically coded as a true statement when it gets exported. For the false statement, it's the same thing, but obviously you're going to want to put in a statement that is not true. There are other choices. There's matching, numerical, short answer, missing word. You can see all those up at the top. But we're just going to do these 3. The first thing you have to do to begin the process of exporting is to save the Word document. Make sure you do not save it as Gift Converter Master, or you've kind of corrupted that original document that you're going to want to continue to use. So I'm just going to call this Sample 9.3, and I'm going to save it to my desktop so I can quickly access it when I'm ready to drag and drop into Netschool. So what we just did is we saved the macro-enabled Word document. The next step is exporting this text as plain text in the gift format. So I'm going to choose Export, and you'll notice it's going to save it as plain text, and I'm going to give it the same name. And again, I'm going to save it to the desktop. So now the next step is getting our exported questions imported into Netschool. So once you get into your course, if you choose Settings, Question Bank, the first step in preparing a quiz is setting up the categories. It's always good practice to set your categories up before you import questions or add questions. That way you keep it organized, and if you're sharing quizzes or questions between various teachers, it makes the exporting process much simpler. So I'm going to go down to the bottom and I'm going to give it a name, and I've actually already set up the questions, but we'll add another one. We'll just call it Sample 2, and I'm going to choose Add Category. The next step is going to be importing. So we're going to import that plain text that we just created using our gift converter. Our file format is going to be gift format, and we want to choose to import it into our created category, and in this case mine's just Sample 2, and then it's going to give you the option to add the file. If you're using an upgraded browser like Firefox, you can just drag in your plain text file and choose Import. So now I can see that my 3 questions that I created in the macro-enabled Word document correctly imported into Netschool. I'm going to choose continue. And typically, I think Netschool's running a little slow at the moment, but it usually goes much quicker than this. And then here are my questions. The next step will be creating a quiz and then adding these questions to the quiz.